Off we go. Something's off with these mechs. These abandoned mechs. They've probably been affected by a singularity leakage.
Let's give them a moment to cool down.
Put that aside. The wind rises.
Ready to dance with me?
Heroic!
Done. Let's keep moving.
Put that aside.
The ether activity nearby is acting up. Could it be a singularity leakage? There are way more enemies around here than I expected. Remiel, how's it going on your end?
These enemies are far too strong. I couldn't possibly defeat them.
Abandoned mech beats first generation Void Hunter. Yeah, that'd make a pretty wild headline.
Speaking of which, your combat skills are improving rather slowly, aren't they?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good for someone who's always been the brains of the party.
Time to end.
Herois, I heard that. Let's slow down a bit. Remy, wait, don't! Great. We still ended up in a singularity leakage.
Since we're here, let's finish this quickly.
All right. Let's go, Pyrois.
Time to end it. Be on your way. Huh? Who's got that? Wind shear.
All right. The enemies are dealt with. Let's keep moving.
And after all that, we still ended up entering the singularity leakage. Remiel, didn't we agree? Follow my directions and avoid singularity leakages whenever possible.
Sorry. That was my bad. It won't happen again.
I'm not like you, Remiel. You were right. When it comes to combat skills, I really haven't improved much. I've mostly just been relying on Pyrois' power. That That's why I've been trying to stay away from those dangerous singularity leakages. At the very least, I don't want us getting dragged into a fight where I'd only hold you back.
If you ask me, you're being far too hard on yourself, Miss Proxy. The Proxies I've known, well, there haven't been many, but among them, the only ones capable of entering a hollow and fighting in person are you and Joyous. What was it you all ended up calling him again? Ah, right. The predecessor of Proxies. I'd love to see the look on his face if he ever heard that title. Look at it this way. You're already enough of a legend to stand shoulder to shoulder with the predecessor of Proxies. Does that make you feel a little better?
Thanks, Remiel. But putting me on the same level as Mr. Joyous? You're giving me way too much credit.
It's not such a stretch. If you ask me, his combat skills may actually be worse than yours. He's your complete opposite. Always convinced he can handle anything. Yet the moment a real fight begins, he's the first one flat on the ground. And you're the sort of person who's already doing well, yet still quietly tells themselves it isn't enough. For a beginner, your combat skills have improved remarkably quickly. I know many of your friends excel in combat, but there's no need to measure yourself against them. Don't forget, you're a Proxy. You always have been, and you still are. There are many things only you can do. As for the things you can't do alone, I believe your friends will be right beside you to accomplish them together.
Remiel, where did all that come from? And no riddles? Did your chronic Riddler syndrome finally clear up?
Oh my, I thought you'd at least thank me first.
Thank you for dragging us into a singularity leakage.
For sharing a bit of old gossip about Joyous, of course. There aren't many people in this world who still remember what happened back then.
Remiel.
Now that you're feeling a little better, it's time we kept moving. The crime scene you're looking for should be just below us. As for finding a way through the singularity leakage, I'll leave that to you, my stubborn Miss Proxy.
Wait, who's being difficult here, Remiel?
I wonder, who could it be?
I'll leave the fighting to you, Remiel.
As you say, Miss Proxy.
Doesn't it seem like there's more and more enemies around here?
This hardly counts as a warm-up. Feels like we're really starting to get in sync, Miss Proxy.
If I push just a little harder, I can totally keep up with you.
Hear the howling wind. I'll remember. Your fault. Huh?
Finally, it's over. Come on, let's keep moving.
Your stamina is just short of a passing grade, Miss Proxy.
Ta-da! There it is. That's the place from Toby's memory. strong ether activity response.
Master, I'm picking up ether activity similar to that of Toby.
So the culprit used this mech to hurt Toby. Ramiel, you can't smash it to pieces. It has clues tied to the culprit.
That's asking a great deal. Fine. Understood.
Wield the blade with me!
Total annihilation!
Insolent guests shall be disciplined.
Engage!
I'll remember your boss.
This ends here.
Data cross-reference complete. Master, your current location matches Toby's memory record with a 99.73% similarity rate. Site confirmed.
Looks like the culprit's long gone by now. Let's check out that weird mech first and see if we can find any clues.
Then I'll rest nearby for a bit. Data analysis isn't exactly my specialty, so I'll leave that to you and your AI assistant.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to me. Just as I thought. The culprit used this mech to implant potent ether into the Bangbu. And there's something else. I'm seeing traces of a virus inside the Bangbu. Was the culprit trying to control them remotely and make them commit crimes? Or maybe...
Best be quick, Miss Proxy. I damaged that mech's ether battery during the fight, so there's no telling when it might explode.
Huh? Why didn't you mention that sooner? Wait, what's this? A video? No. It looks like a photo. How is that possible? Why is he here? No, that's not possible. He should have... Serpico? How could Serpico be here?
Huh? That image that flashed by just now, what was it? The culprit's face? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
I'm not sure, but... this mech's data is way too corrupted. Fairy, can you recover that image from earlier?
Understood, Master. Locating anomalous image data.
Serpico? No, it can't be him. It's just someone who looks like him. I must be seeing things. It's probably because I saw Truvia earlier. That's why Serpico came to mind. I must have mistaken the culprit for him. Yeah, that has to be it. But what if? What if that really is Serpico?
You look pale, Miss Proxy. What happened? If we've gathered enough information, let's head back for now. No need to continue analysis here. The culprit is clearly long gone. Miss Proxy? Belle? Are you listening?
Oh, I'm fine. Just give me a little bit. I want to confirm something.
Belle, stay away from that mech.
Explosive device.
So close. Gotta figure this out. Wait! A clue! What did you do?
What did you do? You have a death wish or something? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
images. And visions.
They are the ones who once again defeated the enemy and brought new hope to Eridu.
Belly, this commendation ceremony has far too many steps. My legs are killing me from standing here. And my back itches.
Everyone is watching. Behave.
If you're going to be so proper about it, then stop replying.
Next, please welcome Colonel Mike and Lieutenant Colonel Dan of the Guard of Staves to the stage for their commendation ceremony.
Oh, wait, why are you ahead of me, Belly? Shouldn't this be sorted by surname initials? Why are they using given names instead?
Because it's sorted by rank. A colonel comes before a lieutenant colonel. That makes sense, doesn't it?
These are Remiel's memories? But why am I seeing them? If I'm not mistaken, the person beside her is also one of the first-generation Void Hunters. A colonel of the Guard of Staves, Peliora Vike. Huh? And this one is...
That is all I wish to add regarding the experiment. Professor Archie should have already gone over the rest with you.
Relax, Sunbringer. It'll be fine. You and RK have already explained the experiment to us nearly 100 times, each in your own way.
Then can you repeat it back to me, Remiel?
Don't worry, Sunbringer. I've memorized everything for her. I'll be watching over her during the experiment as well. So, there shouldn't be any problems.
What do you mean, shouldn't? Belly, you're supposed to say it'll definitely be fine.
The Karma Core sealed within the Void Hunter weapon. At the moment, most of our research remains entirely theoretical. As for further resonating with it, Professor Archie's experimental plan remains only theoretically feasible. Peliora, Remiel, before the experiment officially begins, you may still back out at any time. No one will hold it against you.
What are you talking about, Sunbringer? Of course someone would hold it against me. If I were to back down out of fear and throw away a chance that might let us conquer the Hollows once and for all, my future self would never forgive me for it.
Sealed within a Void Hunter weapon? A Karma Core? What is that? I've never heard of it.
Belly, you've been distracted today. What's on your mind?
Nothing in particular.
Really? Then does that mean you stepped on my feet 3 times in a row on purpose?
Ugh.
Come on, don't be so tense. We don't get to dance together every day. Just try to enjoy it, okay? I know what you're thinking, but look at me. I'm not worried at all. Because I know that in tomorrow's experiment, no matter what happens, you'll be right there with me. As you always have.
Yeah. Just like always.
I'm sorry. I should have noticed sooner. Good night, Ellie.
Be a better.
Am I?
You're in someone else's home, sleeping in someone else's bed. Please tell me you don't drool in your sleep.
Remiel? Wait, is this the Enna Gang's hideout?
Correct. It looks like you're still in good shape. That whole ordeal didn't scramble your brain after all. Tell me, What did you see? Now, don't go quiet on me, Miss Proxy. Unless, are you perhaps a little too bashful to speak up? Worried you might be mistaken for a peeping Tom? I'll go first then. I saw you, your brother, and those two classmates of yours. What were their names again? Truvia and...
Serpico.
Oh, right, Sir Pico. So that's what happened between you all. No wonder you were so shaken.
Why were we able to see each other's memories?
That is not a question I can answer for you. After all, I have only experienced it twice myself.
Twice?
The previous time was when I retrieved Thaumiel from within you. I was really caught off guard, too. I had no idea what was happening. It felt like a flood of memories that weren't my own poured into my mind all at once. Though it seems you have no recollection of it whatsoever. Maybe you were already on the verge of losing consciousness then, and felt nothing at all. All right. It seems I am the one who'll be mistaken for a voyeur. For the record, I didn't mean to pry. So, can you tell me now? What exactly did you see?
I saw you, Colonel Vike, and Lady Sunbringer. You were talking about something called a karma core, and after that...
Not long after that, Belly died. I killed her with my own hands.
Ramiel.
I'm sorry, Belle. I know I was the one who brought this up, but I'd rather not talk about it anymore. It's getting late. You should head back to Amber Hall. Does everyone in that covenant of yours have this nasty habit of haunting people like restless ghosts?
I'm simply concerned about your mental state, Ramiel.
Then this is the worst possible time to appear. I can at least pretend you don't exist if you just stay away.
Sorry.
If you are truly sorry, then disappear. Now. You knew all along that Faith and I would have that strange resonance, didn't you? I'll take your silence as a yes.
Yes, I knew all along that she would have an anomalous resonance with you. The part of you that's already fused with the karma core. But I'm sorry. I did not expect the two of you to see fragments of each other's memories because of it.
Fine. Since you are being so sincere, I will forgive you this once. So, why did you show up this time? Surely you didn't come all this way just to apologize.
After your previous encounter with Eldrada, I'm sure you realize what the three Sunbringers of Rose Calipher truly are.
Perhaps. I'm not drawing any conclusions here, but I have a fairly good guess. Sunbringer. She always did have a habit of taking things too far.
What's your plan then?
My plan? Well, how about a short summer vacation here in Rose Calipher for now?
Ramiel, I hate to remind you again, but time is running out.
Though, to be honest, I don't think you need to be in such a hurry. I know that storm you foresaw better than you ever will. And I also know when it will arrive. And before it's finally here, let me rest a while longer. In this city in the sky, opportunities like this don't come often, so I just want to take one more good look at the ideal city my old friend poured her life's work into building. And at the final gift she left for this world.
I've never seen Remiel look that sad before. What really happened between Remiel, Colonel Vike, and Lady Sunbringer? Never mind. Now's not the time to get stuck on that. I should head back to Amber Hall and check the data we collected.
Forget your troubles and let time melt away. Welcome to True Blues.
Belle, you're finally back.
Huh? Wise, what's wrong? Why do you look so tense?
How could I not be? You suddenly lost contact with Fairy down at the bottom of the retroflux zone. If Remiel hadn't used your phone to let me know you were safe, I was about to grab Billy and Cecilia and go looking for you.
Sorry. That was my fault. I should have let you know first. Wait, how did Remiel know my phone password? Did she learn it back then, too?
So, what exactly happened after we lost contact with you? You shared each other's memories. Can our ocular implants actually do something like that?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But Remiel said she saw something similar when she pulled Thaumiel out of me. I think Thaumiel and my ocular implants must have had some kind of weird reaction or a resonance.
True. Thaumiel was there both times. But you've spent quite some time with Remiel before, and nothing like this has happened, right?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like there has to be something else besides the ocular implants and Thaumiel.
How about we go ask Lady Dracaena the night after tomorrow? She's overseeing our treatment, so she may know more about this.
The night after tomorrow? Why then?
Lady Dracaena will be hosting a welcome banquet for the guests at the CCD reception hall. We received invitations as well.
Lady Draceena's hosting it herself. Does that mean the CCD's singularity leakage issue has already been resolved?
Most likely. Otherwise, she wouldn't have scheduled it. I heard there's another welcome banquet happening in Virium at the same time. Lady Linvern and the ESD are hosting it for guests who still haven't been cleared to land in Buastrom. When I went out this afternoon, I ran into Valina and Norma. It looked like they were already heading to Virium to make preparations.
So there are still guests stuck in Virium. Do you think that person who looked like Sir Pico could really have been?
No, Belle. There's no chance it was him. You know he's already...
Yeah.
It's all right. I understand. Seeing Truvia again was bound to stir up old memories. But that's all in the past now. Sir Pico, Helios Academy, they're gone.
Jeez, Wise. How come you look even more upset than I do? Come on, that's enough doom and gloom for one night. Time for bed. We worked way too hard to fix our sleep schedule. Let's not mess it up again.
You're one to talk. Get some rest. And no playing phone games under the covers. Got it?
Before bed, maybe I should take another look at the data from the Retroflux zone. If I'm lucky, I might find something that tells me who the culprit really is.
Belle? Your light's still on. Are you still working? Belle? I told her to go to bed early, and yet... What are these papers scattered here?
Notice, these are drafts Master used to analyze the culprit's intentions. Additional notice, Master has been asleep for approximately 30 minutes. Deep sleep is highly probable. Suggestion: Second Assistant, please refrain from any action that may wake Master.
I know, Fairy. She needs some good rest. I'll handle it from here. That's what the Second Assistant is for.
Negative. Correction. Second Assistant will complete it under Supreme Assistant's direction.
All right. I'm counting on you then, Supreme Assistant. Fairy, give me a quick summary of everything we've established so far.
Understood. Displaying all current findings and analysis for Second Assistant. Finding 1. The culprit's victims share no common traits. Their identities are of limited use for further deduction. Finding 2. Whenever the culprit implanted potent ether into each Fangbu victim, he also set a specific activation time and activation location.
So for the culprit, what matters is the time and location, not the victims' identities.
Affirmative. Based on current information, the most meaningful data is the time and location of each singularity leakage.
Fairy, can you pull up Airspace Patrol's recent records? Start from when singularity leakages began appearing frequently. I want to see when and where each occurred.
Understood. Accessing Airspace Patrol's internal network.
Wait, Fairy. Why are you hacking into Airspace Patrol's intranet? How do we even explain this if they catch us? Just stick to the public records.
Too late, Second Assistant. Intrusion and search processes complete. A complete schematic has been generated for Second Assistant, with all singularity leakage times and locations marked.
So these circles mark where each singularity leakage appeared, right? The energy hub, the retroflux zone, the CCD. Well, looking at the map, they appear to be randomly scattered around Buastrom. Oh, right. I remember now. Even after a singularity leakage disappears, there's still a window where it can be reactivated.
Affirmative. Such events exist in archived records.
Fairy, could you mark the locations of these reactivated singularity leakages as well?
Understood. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for Second Assistant.
The positions changed a lot. No wonder it took so long for Lady Dracena to deal with the CCD's singularity leakage problem. Fairy, what's the significance of these overlapping areas?
Answer. These indicate multiple singularity leakages occurring in close proximity, both in time and location. Analysis. Under these conditions, multiple singularity leakages interact, causing the affected area in real space to expand accordingly.
So what you're saying is, multiple singularity leakages that appear at the same time and place can overlap. Wait, does that mean... Fairy, can you reorganize this data again? I want to pinpoint when and where these singularity leakages came closest to overlapping.
Understood. Generating new analysis results for Second Assistant.
This is it. This has to be it.
How long was I out for? Fairy, I said wake me up after a bit. Wise? What are you doing here?
That's not important. Fairy and I have figured out the culprit's true intent in creating singularity leakages. Come take a look. This is the location of the singularity leakage the culprit created last week, 3 days after we rescued Toby. All the singularity leakages overlap with one another, and the affected area stretches from the edge of Scommel Hollow all the way to Buastrom's main urban district.
So, the culprit could use this method to move something from Scommel Hollow to Buastrom. Wait, Gertablulu?
Yeah, I think so too. The culprit's real objective is likely to move Gertablulu into Buastrom's urban district. When you encountered it, it was clearly attracted to singularity leakages.
But what happens after that? Once Gertablulu is inside Buastrom's urban district, then what? And besides, if it's really inside the singularity leakages in Buastrom right now, why hasn't anyone spotted it yet?
Looks like we'll have to follow the trail of singularity leakages and investigate on site.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Once it's daylight, Billy, Cecilia, and I will head to the energy hub. Maybe we can follow whatever traces are left and find a new lead. I don't think I slept very well. Whatever. I should head downstairs and find Billy and the others first.
Mama!
Belle! There you are! Wise already told us everything.
Now that's our manager! You found a clue on the culprit in no time at all!
All right, time to investigate the site. We'll start at the energy hub and follow the singularity leakages one by one until we track down either the culprit or Gertablulu.
Right. Fairy and I will stay here and provide remote support, as always. Belle, if you end up running into the culprit or Gertablulu, your safety comes first. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Don't worry, Wise. I'll be extra careful. Promise.
We'll protect the manager too!
Yeah, don't worry, Wise. If anything goes wrong, I'll grab Belle and make a run for it. Oh, sorry, Billy. You're on your own, buddy.
No problem! A Starlight Knight always protects their companions until their dying breath!
Wow. Seriously? Come on, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck. Anyway, it's getting late. Let's go! Belle, we're here. Stay sharp. When things go south, just run. Huh? Where are we? Did we end up back in Buastrom?
It looks like... an office?
This place feels really familiar. Wait, isn't this Lady Dracina's office? Felina brought me here before. Huh? Lady Dracina's office? So Gertablulu came all the way here just to walk straight into a trap? But Lady Dracina never mentioned anything like that. This is so strange. We expected the singularity leakage trail to lead into Buastrom. But why Lady Dracina's office of all places? Wait! Footsteps outside! Hide! Now! You startled me. What are you all doing here? Oh, well, actually, Belle! You explain. I see. A path formed by singularity leakages? I really hadn't considered that possibility before. If your speculation is correct, then Gertablulu is most likely hiding among the singularity leakages in Buastrom right now. And if that's the case, then it all makes sense. Lady Dracaena? Do you have any other clues?
Well, you see, a few nights ago, a small singularity leakage appeared near my office. Considering that, together with your deductions, the target of both the culprit and Goethe Blulu is most likely... Belle, could I ask these two to step outside for a moment? After all, their identities...
Huh? It's okay, Lady Dracaena. We're all friends here. There won't be any trouble.
I understand, but this concerns Rose Califer's highest level secrets. The fewer people who know, the better. Especially considering who these two are. A new Eridu public security officer and, an unemployed freeloader.
An unemployed freeloader is a little harsh, Lady Dracaena.
Oh, I get it. It's the kind of top secret stuff where knowing too much means trouble, right? Maybe even getting silenced permanently.
Yeah, more or less. It's a bit complicated, so Belle and I will need some time to talk. Cecilia and Billy, you can return to Amber Hall and rest. Once we're done, someone will escort Belle back to you.
Right away, no problem, Lady Dracaena. Me and this robot vacuum will disappear right now. We already stopped listening. Something feels off somehow. Why am I being treated differently from Cecilia and Billy? Is it something about my identity? Why would Lady Dracaena send them away like that? Should I call Billy and Cecilia back here?
What is it, Belle? Something on your mind?
It's nothing, Lady Dracaena.
Come here, Belle. I'll tell you what happened that night. That night, I had just returned to my office when I sensed an unusually strong ether presence in the air. The source seems to be somewhere around here.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I can still feel a faint trace of ether in this room.
Aside from the residual ether, these documents were scattered across the floor at the time.
Lady Dracaena, do these documents have something to do with what happened?
Compare them with what you have found. Once you read them, you will understand.
CCD facility renovation plans, personnel transfer records, Rosetta data, daily reports. These don't really have anything in common, do they? What's going on? My eyes just... Huh? Wait, that ethereal broke in here days ago. So why is there still ether residue? And the ether isn't coming from in front of me. It feels more like behind me. Everyone! I knew it! You're not Lady Dracaena! What the heck are you?
Lady Dracaena, I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
Truvia, run!
Huh?
Truvia! No. No, no, no!
Move, now! Lady Dracaena, are you unharmed? We received word that something inside the CCD... Is that... Miss Truvia? How did this...
Sigrid? Oh, thank goodness, just in time. Hurry, help me stop the bleeding.
Yes, Lady Dracaena.
This is my fault. I shouldn't have left her here alone with Belle.
Belle? Lady Dracaena, forgive my boldness, but do you mean... Miss Belle gravely wounded Miss Truvia?
Yes, that's what happened. What I mean is, I never realized there was such a deep animosity between Belle and Truvia. But I believe Belle must have acted on impulse. She would never do this otherwise. In any case, our first priority is to find Belle and get to the bottom of this. She just fled. Lindvern isn't here, so Can I count on you to handle this, Secret? Secret, is something troubling you?
Ah, my apologies, Lady Dracena. I will find Belle at once and bring her back to you.
Good. I'll leave that to you, Secret. And about tonight? Keep it quiet for now. We don't want our guests who've just arrived to feel any unnecessary panic.
Yes, Lady Dracena.
Go, Secret. Go fulfill your duty. Find her, arrest her, and then bring her back to me.
Pyrois! Why? Why did you pull me back? Truvia, she was right there! Why wouldn't you let me save her?
Because she's beyond saving.
Huh?
Her wounds were clearly fatal. There was no way to save her. And that thing that appeared like Sunbringer, we cannot face it on our own.
But aren't you powerful, Pyrois? You're supposed to be powerful, Pyrois! So why? Why didn't you use that power to save her?
Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Rose Califer buried alongside your old classmate? Acting on impulse won't save her. And it won't help you either. Take some time to clear your head in the rain before that thing finds you. And then go do what only you can do. What you have to do.
Something only I can do. But right now, I can't do anything.
You sure look like a mess. It's only been one day. How did you end up like this?
Ramiel, why are you here?
The airspace patrol alarms have been going off non-stop. So I had to check, didn't I? They could be looking for their fugitive. So, how did you manage to end up in such a mess? All right. If you don't want to talk, fine. But don't stand out here in the rain, okay? You'll catch a cold. And if you don't want to go home... Oh, right. Amber Hall's already surrounded by the airspace patrol. Going back now would be walking straight into a trap. In that case, why not come to my place for a while? At least I can give you somewhere to sleep. If you don't answer, then I'll take your silence as a yes. All right. Sit anywhere you like. Just, not the bed. Wet bedding is such a pain to deal with. Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. If you've got the strength, you can take a hot shower, too. There's a makeshift bathroom over there. The Bang-Boo built it for me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to move, I'll dry you off myself.
Why? Why did you bring me here?
Hey, shouldn't you thank me first, Miss Soaked to the Bone?
Thanks, Ramiel.
Since when did you become so obedient? That isn't like you at all. If you really want to show your thanks, here, it's your turn.
My turn? To do what?
Your turn works for me, of course. There are spots I can't reach on my own. Hey, what's with that look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor.
Okay.
You know, Belle, I've never liked rainy days. The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy. Shake as I might, I can never quite dry them. The same goes for taking a shower, though at least I can manage to keep my wings from getting too wet.
Wet wings must feel really uncomfortable, right?
Yes, honestly, it's miserable and such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless. Too hot and I start shedding. Too cold and I catch a chill. But I can't just wait for them to air dry. It takes forever, and I'm way too impatient for that. Besides, it leaves this strange smell that I can never wash out. So, the best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But with wings this large, there are always spots I can't reach. Before, if I got caught in the rain, I'd sneak onto Belly's bed and roll around, drying my wings on her sheets.
Huh? Wait, hold up. How on earth could you just barge into someone else's bed? Wouldn't she be furious?
It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. And no matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always do just what you're doing now. Slowly drying the spots that were still damp. Belle, do you know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me?
I remember something about an operation called the Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were involved in an accident, and then both died in the line of duty.
Yes, died in the line of duty. Such a noble, dignified phrase. Though, in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to suppress the Karma Core inside our weapons.
The Karma Core? Inside the Void Hunter's weapons?
That's right. Remember the Enchainer I mentioned before? What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as a Karma Core, found only within an Enchainer. According to RK, a Karma Core differs from an ordinary ether core. It doesn't form naturally. It is something made directly by the Creator. The Creator made the Karma Cores, a power capable of rewriting the laws within Hollows, and used them as the cores to create the Enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist of it, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the Enchainers. But the Karma Core itself could not be destroyed. RK and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the Karma Core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the Karma Core within Porceloy. And from that, they forged the Void Hunter weapons.
So, the power inside Void Hunter weapons actually comes from the Creator?
Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects. At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all. So, when RK and Sunbringer proposed the plan, we never doubted it for a moment.
Lady Sunbringer and Professor RK's plan?
Yes. Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, It was an experiment that used vast quantities of porcelloi as a medium to partially fuse us Void Hunters with the Karma Core sealed within our weapons.
They fused you with a Karma Core? Then that means...
It meant we'd become artificial enchainers. No more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons, and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for Arke's lies so easily.
So, it was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike...
Yes. Belly and I were the final participants. Or rather, the final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth behind Arke and Sunbringer's plan. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. If only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner.
Ramiel...
Arke was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans. So, I can't say if the Karma Core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or if it was his cleverly disguised plan all along. But whatever the truth, it ended with the Karma Core spiraling out of control and Belly becoming a new enchainer. As for me, I partially fused with the Karma Core inside Thaumiel, becoming what I am now. A monster. Half human, half enchainer. Maybe, deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily. In the final moment, Thaumiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the sealed Persenis Hollow until about a year ago.
The power of temporal patterns?
Right. Remember my feathers? The ones that can pin you in place? That's an example. The Karma Core sealed within Thaumiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. And because I partially fused with the Karma Core, even without Thaumiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Thaumiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an enchainer, I still have to... Never mind. Enough about me. Why am I even telling you all of this? Still, now that I've told you so much,